Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I have a fun one. First of all, I kind of want to say I'm sorry for not uploading all that much or varied content this week. Well, technically, I think I just missed one day yesterday. I still had a bunch of stuff stocked up, but I haven't been playing a lot recently for the sole reason that time has been tight and the week has been super busy. But hopefully it'll get better starting, like, tomorrow. What we have here is a match against Dr. Nutty, and yeah, I'm still in the... I have very low MMR, so I might as well try crazy stuff, kind of, well, phase, I would say. What we do have here is a Typhoon spec. My original plan was to go, like, Typhoons and Scorpions. But let's make one thing very clear. My starting units are absolutely not capable of fighting this army. I think there's not a single unit on my board that doesn't get countered by every single unit on the opponent's board, so this is not gonna work out. I've already sold one of these, and I have a cat here that desperately wants to leave, I guess. Sorry if you heard that meowing. But yeah, get ready for a big oil bath in round 1. Because, like, you don't need to be an expert at Mechabellum to see this ain't happening. The most we get to do is, like, kill 2 hounds. And that is literally all we get to do in round 1 here. It's rare to see the opponent not having a bunch of massive units and, like, countering you pretty hard with quick supply and getting this level of destroyed. We have laser sights here and redeployment. My opponent picks the redeployment. I have sold the second Mustang and I'm now in double Scorpion. I'm keeping my hands on the laser sights because I want to put that on a Typhoon, as they can't increase their range, but the Scorpions can definitely increase their range, massively so. The opponent is absolutely flanking here as well, but there is really not much that can compete with these Scorpions here. So as much as round 1 was basically just an oil bath for my units and getting destroyed, this one's gonna be a tiny bit differently. You can already see the opponent's units evaporating in a matter of seconds. Here comes our second wave of chaff, but the opponent does also have some units left. Let's just speed this along because, let's be honest, Scorpion go boom. It survives basically on 1 HP. Like, seriously. Tiny sliver of health on that bar. Meanwhile, the crawlers kill the hounds. And as much as round 1 was a big wash, round 2 is an almost equally big win. We do have improved firepower control, supply enhancement. I pick the money. My opponent does not pick the money. He instead picks up damage. And this is where the entire plan that I had in my head is just going south. Here comes the hackers. Ladies and gentlemen, the hackers have hit the board, and I drop a Wasp in order to defend against this flank. That is going to secure it against both air units, if they ever come in, and this is going to protect the other side a tiny bit. And here's the next cat that is annoying me. Anyway, he is deleting these crawlers, and then everything is going after the Scorpions. I also completely and utterly forgot those hounds, and you can basically get ready for this to be the norm right here and now. As you can see, my Scorpions are getting absolutely hacked. This hacker already got a level, and this one is pretty far along. But since all of the fangs have already gotten killed, there ain't no upshoot. Oopsie doopsie. So these wasps now get to do an insane amount of damage. And you can basically just see the number here on the bottom growing and growing. And they still have a pretty big Scorpion to eat. They also have enough time. They have definitely had the time to kill all of these units, but like you can see, it's starting to get relatively low-ish because of the big Scorpion health, but still more than enough time. All in all, over 90,000 damage. You do get a bunch of Phoenixes here. Would also have Mustangs, but I kind of felt bad trying to buy Mustangs into this. So instead I opted for the Phoenixes, and this is also the round where I get my Typhoon. Typhoon back here. Now, in retrospect, this is probably not the best idea, but I am kind of banking on being able to eat some of the units that are back here. Some chaff, some hounds. We'll see how much my plans actually start working or not working. These wasps, yeah, they definitely were the stars of the last round. He is once again throwing a missile here. Money actually moving quite a bit in my advantage here. Because if he spends 100 and I gain... if he spends 50 and I gain 50, that's gonna be 100 difference each round. But unit combination-wise, I think my opponent has a much more solid army than I have. Like, where's my chaff clear? Not that he has an absurd amount of chaff, so I guess that's fair. What were my moves here? Oh yeah, I deliberated a bunch about what to do. So I got some more... I got an attack squad here, basically. However, my opponent has leveled this tower. So, unfortunately, this is not going to be doing a whole lot. Once again, I'm doing nothing against these hounds, and it's probably going to bite me in the behind. Both of these units have gotten hacked. The Typhoons are actually doing a good number on all of these units, but... yeah, let's just say they don't have the DPS to break a level 2 tower easily. The Wasps and the Phoenixes are trying to, you know, do something, but there is no chaff clear here. On the other hand, there is definitely Wasp and Phoenix clear. And this just turns into an absolute nightmare. This is the point where I say, okay, maybe it is time to start hitting GG. Because this ain't happening. Poor little Fangs. Getting absolutely bursted down by this Typhoon.